Hello and welcome to Snootz Gaming. My name is Snootz, and today we are back with Evil Bank Manager. If you'll remember in our last episode, we were running into a little bit of an issue where we're unable to take out new investments. And because we're not level 2 yet with our headquarters, we're unable to invest in the region to get more opportunities. Well, I've been thinking long and hard about this and did a couple of test games to kind of see where we're at. And what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead, going to sell those first. Well, now we have 10,000 in the bank. We're also going to do a little bit more of a controversial move here. And we're going to sell our manufacturing works. That puts us back up to our 34,000. Now, we still have our real estate here. That's making us 920 gold per turn. So we're not losing out that much. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to the Papal States region. And we're going to open up ourselves a new branch. Now, with this new branch, that's going to give us additional opportunities. We're going to have more things we can invest in. But we need to make sure that they like us. So let's go ahead and set up a meeting with them. Now, since we fulfill our requirements, we're open in 2 different regions. We can go ahead and upgrade our headquarters. So let's go ahead and take that upgrade. And we'll also upgrade our espionage. The main reason we need to do this is for more diplomatic options. We need to make sure that we are constantly getting better and better relations, and the only way we're going to be able to do that is by growing our influence. So let's go hire a new diplomat. Oh, wrong screen. Let's see what we can find diplomat-wise. Oh, 7 diplomat. That's good for right now. So we'll go ahead and hire that. We're now getting 120 influence per turn. So if we go here and look, a single meeting is typically going to be 192. So every other turn, we're going to be able to hold 1 meeting, which is going to bump up our relations a little bit. We will need to go ahead and make sure that later on we get this up a bit higher, but for now it's okay. So we're going to go ahead and move into our next turn and take a look. More investments opportunities available. This is wood. Perfect for us. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and tell them to manufacture crossbows for us. Oh no, we're at war. So with the Papal States being at war with Aragon, normally, and this would be an issue, as a war with a territory shuts down that particular territory's manufacturing. However, this war looks like it's going to be in our favor. As it stands, the Papal State has 4,000 for their army coffers versus Aragon's 2,000. We're just going to go ahead and make that a little bit more unfair. Now remember, we got to stay a little bit below, so we're going to invest 9,281. And that gets us even more wood. Fantastic. We still have enough to cover our costs for the next turn. And our real estate is generating more than enough to pay our costs. Next turn, we'll have even more wood available. Or we would if it wasn't at war. Once the Papal States is no longer at war, we'll see that this will go away completely. And everything's going to be in a good spot for us there. Alright, so let's move on to our next turn, as we don't really have too much to do here now. As before, we check with our investment. Let's check on the war. And the war's doing just fine. We can sell some equipment here. Now, the great thing is these states never run out of money. So we can give them as much as we want, or as much as we're capable of producing, to make sure that they win that war. And when the Papal States does win this war, we'll have a new region available to us, and that means even more investment opportunities, which means we have a chance to make more money. Let's take a quick look. I don't think we can afford to give out this loan just yet, so we'll move on to our next turn. Let's take a look. Oh, that would be really nice, but unfortunately we can't afford it right now. We can instead go ahead and issue a loan. Now, there's a high probability that this loan will default. Now, if that defaults, that means we can send in our guards to go recover either cash or whatever the money was spent on. So if it was a resource generating building, we can get that back. Take a quick look. We're very interested in this war, so let's make sure that everything's going well. We'll sell all, and we can see we are the top financiers for this war. Alright, there's not really much we're going to be able to do until this war is over, so let's go ahead and just keep taking a look. We can purchase this Stonecutters camp, which will provide us with some resources. That'll be good. And we can also wait to do that one. There we go. Let's issue another loan. Unfortunately, we don't have enough for that. And a quick little upgrade. Next turn, the war will be over. And victory! The country, Papal States, with our support, has been able to smash through the forces of the state of Aragon. Our investments in the territory have not lost their value. Huzzah! Isn't that wonderful? Alright, so let's take a quick look at industry, because we do have industry in the Papal States. So now we'll be getting an additional 561 wood per turn. That means our resources are going to go up very quickly. And we'll have access to more money for the future. Now, I went ahead and started looking through our tech tree here, and the most useful tech tree that I've found here is, where did it go? I always have problems finding it on the first one. Okay, so there's not a bit of a struggle. Aggressive investing. This is the earliest that we would be able to get an additional investment per turn. This doubles the number of things that we can invest in, so more resources, we can get more iron, we can get more cottages, make more money, but it takes a little while to get there. So we're going to start working towards that. I think we'll go ahead and do the big game next. We have a lot more options available to us, as now we have 2 new places that we can gather those investments from. So let's generate ourselves a little bit more money and see where, if we can't get up to, take a look, see what we have. 3,300 plus 200. So that would put us up about 8,000, which would let us get an upgrade to that logger's hut. I'll take that. So sell those. Puts us up to 8,000. Go ahead and invest in this. Now let's take a look at our industry. 900. Much better. Let's take a quick look. We can issue out that loan. Nothing we can really purchase. Our resources are doing fine though. Soon, we're going to have a small issue, as England is taking Scotland and they're about to start warring on us. So that leaves us with two options. We can either start stockpiling our weapons and get ready to help Ireland when their time of need comes, or we can just sell off all of our properties and go find somewhere else. Personally, I feel like the best solution for us at this time is going to be to help Ireland. It's going to, if we are attacked by England and we defeat England, Ireland will get a property back. So we'll go ahead and grow the country of Ireland a little bit. Now, this is going to be very different than what history shows us, but I like to think of it as fun, having the chance to reshape history. All right. We have a task. We produced 500 iron. I will take 1,000 gold. Thank you very much. Produce 500 weapons. We'll be able to get that next turn. Issue out that loan. We can buy this house. The only problem is it's going to put us below our cost, but we do have a large staple of resources available to us, although I don't really want to be selling a lot of our crossbows for it. So I think it's just better if we just wait till next turn. Take a look. Issue out the loan. Ooh, sapphires. Sapphires would be lovely. All right. And let's take a look here. Issue out a loan. We produce the 500 weapons necessary. We have 2 regions under our influence. I'll take another 1,000. Thank you. Upgrade main building to level 2. Take another 1,000. Thank you very much. And what's our next task? Upgrade industry in any of your regions. Well, that's not very difficult to do. All right. Most of our industry is coming from Ireland, I believe. Let's take a quick look. Western Ireland, Western Ireland, Western Ireland, Papal States. So, looks like we're getting the most from our Papal States. So, we'll go ahead and grow the industry up 2 points. Now, this will also grow our profit in this area by about 50 gold at a relatively cheap price of only 2,000. And we get refunded 1,000. Diplomacy department level 2. Issue 1,000 weapons during one of the wars. Well, we will have a war coming up here shortly, so we'll take full advantage of that. And we are currently running into an issue with distrust from the Papal States. So let's go ahead and have a meeting, and that'll bring us up to neutral at least. Any investments that we can go into? Oh, that would be really nice right there. And the big game has finished. So let's see, embezzlement would be the next step, or we could do painful points. In 9 turns, it would increase our gold by 50%. If we just start sitting back and stockpiling, or the turn before we sell a bunch of things, that would be really nice. So let's focus on that for the time being. There we go. Let's see, any investments worthwhile? Ooh, that iron mine would be nice. But a house or furs would be just as good. So let's go ahead and pick those up. Now, with these luxury goods, they just sit there and they just build up in the resource tab. Once we have enough of them, or an amount that we want to sell, we can just go in, boom, boom, and it'll tell us how much we'll make from it, which over time, it's going to make us a decent little chunk of money. It's not immediate cash funds, but over time, it can just build up. Think of it like a savings account. Oh, our guards, looks like we had a loan default. So we can go ahead and take this land allotment, which is a farm, For 78 fear, we have 6,000 fear. That's plenty. Or we can recover the amount of the debt. We'll go ahead and take the farm. If nothing else, we can start generating some grain. I went back through and took a look, and actually the price of grain isn't doing so bad in the game right now that we just automatically ignore it. Another war has come up. The Papal States looks like they're going to be crushing it, as they do. So let's go through and we will sell a lot of weapons. This is kind of what I've been waiting for here. Getting the chance to sell all these crossbows, making a tidy sum in return. And we can also go here and invest a large chunk of it back into the war. And that'll give us a really nice house. Let's go ahead and take a look. When that becomes available, we will definitely be making a lot of money per turn. Okay, and we completed our task. We'll take 2,000 gold. Let's check our investments. Nothing that we can really get just yet. But we can go over here and we can sell even more weapons. And we're making a good almost 3 grand a turn when one of our countries is at war. Definitely worthwhile. Another land allotment, so we'll go ahead and take that. Now, an important thing to remember is when you issue a loan and the country defaults on that loan, it does not go against your investments in that country. So, anytime that we see someone defaulting on a loan, it's kind of a good day for us. It means we can go and take their stuff. Alright. Check, see if we have any investments. Oh, we can get another house, or we can get some more fur. How are we doing on fur? Fur is about 3,000. Let's sell these civilian goods. Go in. Straight gold per turn or more resources. Let's do the resources. Sometimes you can get a bit more. We'll take that iron mine. That'll be lovely. And last turn of the war. It's our last opportunity to make some money out of it. And no more investments. Right, so let's take a look. Looks like we've won, and we got this Western Mediterranean island out of the deal. Alright, and that means we can upgrade our headquarters. So let's go ahead and upgrade that. And we'll need to upgrade our diplomacy here. Now, this will give us a 2% bump to the generation of our diplomacy per turn. That's worth 1,000 gold to me. Pick up another house. And as we can see here, we're making 4,000 gold per turn from our real estate. That puts us in a really nice spot. We're only going to be making about 38 grain per turn. Well, every other turn. So in the autumn, we'll go ahead and pick some up. And like I said, farms aren't really that great because it doesn't give you a resource every turn. Oh, this loan is definitely going to default. I can't wait to see what we get out of it. All right, and our next turn, it did not default. Oh, it defaults in 3 turns. Okay. We have our next. Okay, so now we're up to 13 gold. Yep, we're doing just fine. All right, now we need to get down here. So we're gonna go ahead and search for some loopholes. Then we will go through our people, which will increase our building headquarters by 1 level, which will be really nice. And then our people, which will reduce our manager's salaries. Alright, let's take a look and see what investments we have available. Books, but it's going to be so low it's not worth it. A house, which is more gold per turn. Or grain, but honestly gold per turn is looking like it's going to be the best option for us right now. Let's see here. We definitely want to keep the armory leveled up because it generates 750 work per turn. If we start making more than 750 crossbows and halberds per turn, that's going to go down quick and we're going to see a surplus of wood and iron. Next turn. Let's see what we have investment-wise. Ooh, skins. Skin is another resource, but it is required for some level ups, like our headquarters, for making it cheaper. And that would be an actual real decent skin. We're just shy, so what we can do is go in and break open the piggy bank. And we can go ahead and pick up that tannery. So it is a luxury good, and it's 101 per turn. Oh no, our relationships is actually doing okay. We're still neutral. We do need to increase that as soon as possible, though. Ah, we can hire another staff person. That will definitely help. Unfortunately, Dwight, as much as I enjoyed you in the office. There we go. Marcus Bosworth, a diplomat of some renown. That will increase our cost by an extra 114 per turn, but we are desperately needing the additional influence per turn so we can manage 2 different states at the same time. Let's take a look. Where is... There we go. 250 influence per turn. Okay. So this means every other turn we'll be able to do one or the other. Alright, so what we'll do here is right now we're pretty good with Ireland. We are respected. So we're going to focus a little bit on the Papal States, make sure that we get them off the ground there. Not a whole lot, but something that we can do real quick is upgrade our investment level and go and get a new investment banker. 10 is perfect. I'll take 10. And now we can invest in the region. So there's 10,000 available in Ireland and 5,000 available in the Papal States. If we open this, we can increase, for 2,550 gold, we can increase our maximum investments with Ireland. However, we need a bit more money for that to be worthwhile. So we'll go to our next turn. And just as predicted, this loan would definitely default. So we're going to go ahead and take ourselves a stonecutters camp. Alright. Now we have 12,000. Let's increase our options by 15,000. Oh, that would be lovely. That is good enough to where I would sell those. And now we can pick up this iron mine. And let's take a look. 837 iron per turn. That is just going to be lovely. All right. And here is the dreaded war. This is England coming to take Ireland, as I predicted. I kept forgetting which turn exactly it was going to be on. Oh, so we just sold all of our weapons too. We're generating some, but will it be enough? You'll have to wait till next time. If you liked the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to join our notification squad. Every little bit helps, as this is a brand new channel and we are growing. We did hit a major milestone of mine. It's a small milestone to some, but to me it's a pretty big deal. We hit 10 subscribers, and I wanted to thank each and every one of you for joining me on this path as I'm becoming a YouTuber. It truly means a lot. I'm looking forward to spending more time with you guys, so thanks for watching Snootz TV, and have a wonderful day.